Welcome to Resilient Love Podcast.
Join hosts Quentin and Brianna as they discuss tips on love, life, and
business.
Let's get into this next episode. We are back with another episode of Resilient Love. And we have an awesome special guest with us, Miss Molly and Luna. And we are excited to get into all the things with business marketing and just love, life, and business. That's our big thing. So we're happy to have her here to share with us. So Miss Molly, could you go ahead and just share with everybody who you are and your business?
Yes, thank you so much for inviting me to the show. It's an honor to be here. So I'm a life and business success strategist. My name's Molly and Luna, and I am absolutely passionate about helping heart-centered individuals, especially family-focused individuals, start, scale, and to skyrocket their online coaching business by using really simple and intelligent online marketing strategies, because to me, family is it is my top priority. Let me not sugarcoat. It is my top priority. And, being able to marry business with family life, and especially during these times of COVID-19, where it's all just a lot all the time, it's an honor to show up and to share with you some of my strategies and my perspective on what it takes to have love, life, and business.
Yes, I like that. You got a good flow. We might need to keep you on the show. Okay. So as you mentioned, you bring a wide range of expertise. So let's talk about the life coaching and then the self-publishing book. Because my husband and I, we have a book, and it's all about confronting the conflict and settling the matter. So we created like a short guide, 5 steps to encourage newlyweds or just dating couples to have that encouragement to directly address communication issues. But can you share which one was your first? Like, did you go coaching first or book writing?
Yes. So my story it's a mixed background. Let me say, I'm a U.S. Army veteran, Midwest, born and raised, joined the military right in high school, junior year of high school. It was just like, send me, let's go. I wanted a college education, and I thought that was going to be my ticket to it. And served 8 years, joined corporate America, climbed the corporate ladder, attempted to climb it for a little while as a financial advisor, and realized this is not the life that I want to lead. I'm a teacher by nature. Yeah. And my friends of friends had started asking me to help them get in shape. And I thought, that would be an interesting and fun business idea. So I started with coaching first, and it was physical fitness. But my approach was to help you get fit from the inside out, because if you're not strong in your inner mental game, you're not really going to get strong in your physical game. But we used fitness as the catalyst to bring that inner strength from the outside in. I feel like I'm not making any sense, but hopefully
you're flowing.
Yes. So just to give you the short version of my story, I kicked corporate to the curb. I got really serious about my fitness business. I started making some nice money. And my husband, who was active duty at the time, his name's Javon. We've been married 12 years now. He was looking at me and he's like, you're having a lot of fun and you're changing lives and you're making more money than I'm making active duty Army. I want in. So he actually decided to kick his gig to the curb and then join me. And together we built a thriving 6-figure fitness business from 0 to 6 figures in just 6 months, totally on pure hustle, sweat, grit, all the things. Like I haven't worked harder in my entire life than I did during that season. Wow. And it brought up a series of challenges, right? Because we're married, we're running a business together, and it was a physically demanding business. So I'll be just honest with y'all. We reached burnout super fast, and it forced me to then find a better way and to pivot into the online space. Now, fast forward to today, I work 2 days out of the week, and today I'm logging a full 6-hour day, but most days I'm like 2-4 hours, wherever I can sneak it in. We've got 2 small kids, and I'm out earning whatever I earned in corporate America threefold. So it's like, it's insane. It's a transformation, right?
It surely is. Wow. 6 months, 6 figures. Okay. Did y'all catch that piece? But I don't want to negate your husband, your children, because That takes a lot. Running a household and a business. Look, we just have each other right now. We don't even have the kid part yet.
Mm.
So I totally get
Take
that.
your time. Take your time.
I like it because it just shows that, you know, with a military background, sometimes time won't get it.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a different strategy.
Yeah. Year served does not equate to the time you guys put in. And so that's an awesome segue to the next portion of our conversation, because wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just tell you, like the road. So I quit my corporate gig in 2011. So we're going on a decade now. And I want to say the road to get to where I am now, where my life is much more streamlined and I work very little, like less than 20. If I get 20 hours a week in, I'm happy because I actually love to work. So I want to log some of those hours, but I also love that I don't have to work. But for me to get to where I am today, it was a bumpy road. And I don't want to sugarcoat that. But this is why I'm so passionate about finding better ways and sharing all of my answers to hopefully bridge the gap between that ditch of discomfort that many new entrepreneurs tend to go through alone when they don't work with a business coach. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to stand up and I'm going to share with you my answers because there is a better way. And if I could go back 10 years and whisper in my my younger self and say, do this instead. Oh my goodness, how different my life would look. But
right. Yes. And I want that different. We want that different for sure. So yes, somebody's going to get some nuggets in a few moments. Get ready.
So
bring it, Brianna.
So now, based on your background in online marketing, business, life coaching, and self-publishing, how do you find the balance and not become a jack of all trades and a master of none?
So I'll be honest, lots of failing. In fact, actually one of the very first websites I built, in my about bio, it's so embarrassing, but I put that. I was proud of that. I thought it was great to have all of these skills, be a jack of all trades and a master of none. But you know what that leads to, Quentin? That leads to $0 in the bank. It leads to confused prospects. And when a buyer is confused, they don't buy. So it's much better to just choose one thing that you really want to help people navigate, that you feel really confident that and ideally, hopefully it's something that you've been through yourself, right? That you can really walk them through hand in hand and help them have a transformation. It's better all around, better for you and your energy. You're not having to work as hard to find the ideal customers, for them to actually understand how you can help them and to say yes. And if you scale your business properly, you're not going to have to work as many hours or work as hard. So I don't know if I answered the question completely.
You did, because that's a key point that we want everybody to know. You really can't, you can do it all, but it still has to be done strategically. And so, I want to touch on that.
Yeah, I will just say that since I've simplified my offerings and now I only have one core offering. So I do have an online coaching business, and there are different digital courses that are set up and are on automatic. So if you really want to learn self-confidence, you can download and binge watch my course, The Discover the Beauty Within. I created it once, but now it no longer requires me. The one core offering I have that does require my time, energy, focus is my signature program, The Income Amplifier. And I've got to say that since deciding I'm just pouring all of my love into this one transformational program, it's completely transformed my life in a really good and profound way. But most importantly, it's improved my clients, my students' lives, right? Because now they know, okay, this is what I'm going to get when I show up to work with Molly Ann.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, and what you're saying, that it sounds like have a core and then add on as you go on. So don't throw it all in there at one time and confuse people.
Right. So I can speak as if I take my mind back a bit and say, if I'm a brand new entrepreneur just starting out, and even now today, I would still consider myself a multi-passionate entrepreneur. I
love that.
I don't wake up without a day with a new idea, new business idea, new nonprofit organization I'd love to start. But we are human after all, and we do have limited time and energy and resources to accomplish it all. And so the way to make the most impact and the most income is actually to simplify and to leverage the compound effect by choosing just the one thing. And I want to say, over the last 10 years, I shared with you, I started as a personal trainer that kind of shifted into life coaching, and then that shifted into business coaching. And it's totally fine. Your business can and will evolve. But just if you stay focused on that one thing, the compound effect will take place and you'll start generating the riches to then be able to fund and fuel the other ideas and projects that you have for your business.
Wow. I mean, I wasn't in a coaching session yet, but that was good by itself. Okay.
I want to follow up with this one thing. I struggled for a long time. I'm a Midwest girl, born and raised. I'm a people person. Like, I love people deeply. And I was that kid in middle school that when it was recess time, I had to go check in with all of the cliques, what are the basketball players doing? What are these guys doing? Because I wanted to make sure, and if anyone was standing on the sidelines, I was the one to go and to connect them with, you want to play basketball? You want to play kickball? You want to go to the swings? And I still am that person. And in my business, like I want to be that for everybody, but it's not practical, especially when you enter into marriage, when you start having children. Now you've got other people's lives who are dependent on you and that you're wanting to spend time with as well. So when you can just choose, actually, when I try to help everybody, you end up helping nobody. So if you can just get clear on that one type of person that you want to help and understand that one transformational experience you want to help them navigate, that's when you're really going to start leveraging that compound effect and start amplifying both your income and your impact.
Lord, we're going to amplify our income and our impact in Jesus' name. Can I throw this in here? So one question that Quentin and I get a lot, and you touched on it, but just dig a little deeper. Target audience. Mm-hmm. That has been like the number one question we get. Like, how do I determine? So what are some key things for people to really zone in on for target audience?
Yeah. So what I will say is that for more in-depth answer to this, I would say definitely check out my YouTube channel at Molly and Luna. I've got lots of videos on how to identify your niche and how to find your ideal perfect client. But to give you the short and simple answer, it's about identifying, I think what's worked best for me and what's worked best for my students is identifying a time in your life, whether it was 6 months ago, 6 years ago, 10 years, however long ago, where you were struggling with something and you solved that problem, you figured it out. And now you're able to kind of look behind your shoulder with a little flashlight, as if you're on a hike with somebody, and you don't have to be 25 steps ahead of them. You just got to be one step ahead of them and say, well, who was that version of me? So for me in my business, my ideal clients are health and wealth professionals, people who are helping you, have more love in your life, more confidence, eat well, move your body, because that was me. That was my journey, right? So the simple answer is to just choose one type of person. And more often than not, it's going to be an older version of you that you're wanting to go back, shine that light behind you, and just help them take the next step towards their level of success.
Yes. And I'm so glad you said that, because literally I had that epiphany the other day. I was like, it's just me.
Yeah.
It's just the inner me. But yeah, with all this great conversation, we recognize in business that there are some impacts. So can you walk us back to March 2020, when the pandemic hit, to now May, what was that trend? What was this year like for you and your business?
Yeah. So actually, I have to say that not a lot has changed for me. I've been working in the online space for the last 7 years or so. And so my business honestly kept marching on as business as usual. Both my husband and I work from home. The thing that did change was that we had welcomed our baby boy. We've got 2 children, a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. And so that was a little bit different, having both of the kids in the house all the time. Plus, trying to navigate like what's our new family's flow. But for the most part, because I do leverage intelligent online strategies that honestly do a lot of the work for me behind the scenes, my work life pretty much stayed the same.
Wow. And like she said, if you check out that YouTube channel, you'll get way more tips on what she's talking about.
Yes, absolutely. I share all of my best strategies on my YouTube channel. I hold nothing back. So if you got a question, all you got to do is leave me a comment, and more likely than not, I'll create a video for you answering it.
Ooh, okay. You might see the bakers.
Yes, bring it.
So through your experiences and challenges, you shared that how has this made you more resilient?
How has
Well, going through the pandemic, balancing family, business.
Well, I will say, I guess I kind of sugarcoated the way 2020 went. I didn't really sugarcoat it. It's just like everybody went through their own series version of. Can I say shit? I don't know. I want to say shit. I'm like, come up with another adjective, Molly. You're smarter than this. But I mean, we did. The difference for me was how's it made me more resilient? And the thing is, yes, the pandemic hit. We're still working from home, but now my daughter, who was in preschool a few days out of the week, home full time, just trying to navigate that. And actually, we did end up relocating from LA to Las Vegas. So being in a whole new city, knowing nobody, literally having no support network. And then later on in the year, and I know I'm speaking fast and it's kind of a tragic story, but my dad did actually pass away from complications due to COVID. So we was grieving and navigating all of that in the fourth quarter. And so it has been tricky. And I think what I've taken away from this last year of 2020 is that change is inevitable. Things are always going to be changing, and you can, and this is hard for me because sometimes I'm a little bit of a stubborn goat who's like, but I have my target set on something and I will achieve it. And it has invited me to be a little bit more laid back and just kind of like the ocean waves, like, okay, like another one's going to come, and it's not the end. Like, it's just kind of roll with it. That's been my biggest takeaway this last year.
Yes. We definitely understand our family went through COVID, and it was a whole lot. So we get it. We totally get it. But we don't want to move too quickly, but we did want to get into the this or that. So if you're ready, we're ready.
Okay. I'm ready.
So, first one, stay in or go out?
Go out.
Staying in. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Me too. Android, iPhone?
iPhone.
Yes. Silver or gold? Gold.
Silver. Oh!
Online shopping in store?
Can I pick none? Oh, I'm so not a shopper. I know. I think that I would love the idea of shopping in the store, but then I get frustrated when they don't have what I think I know that they'll have. So I'll go with online shopping.
Okay, I'm about to say, come on, digital marketer.
I know.
Reading or audiobook? Audiobook.
I'm sorry, it cut out.
I'm sorry, reading or audiobook?
Audiobook all day, man. I got two kids who are like asking something of me. They literally say mommy every 3 seconds. So I pop my earbuds in. I mean, I'm still present with them, but I'm like, if I'm going to get my education on, my self-education, it's got to be audiobook. I got to be able to clean the house. I got to be able to make lunch for the kids. Audiobook all day.
Okay. Sunrise or sunset?
Ooh, oh my gosh. I love the idea of being able to catch a good sunset. My husband and I just went to Hawaii last week. Didn't catch a single sunset, but I'm an early bird. I love getting up and moving my body first thing in the morning. So I'll say sunrise.
We opposite.
Yeah. Because I like sunrise. Yeah. Introvert or extrovert?
Oh, extrovert all day. I don't know if you got that.
Sometimes the people that have the most creativity, they seem to be more introverted. That's like a thing, but me and you, we're different.
I agree. No, I agree. Yeah.
Colorful or neutral?
Ooh, I'm trying to bring more color into my life, but I do like my deep blues and grays and like that camel, like tan color. That's my like comfort color.
I love it too. And I love the blue behind you. All right. Facebook or Instagram? Instagram.
Instagram. Let's go with it. Actually, I've actually kind of nixed both of them, and I'm all about YouTube these days, but
oh well, yeah, that's true. That's
my jam, YouTube.
That is her jam. And you need to go click the link in the bio.
Yeah.
So, overall, we have enjoyed these tips, this encouragement. So can you share more about where people can follow you, any upcoming trainings, coaching sessions? Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, you guys have been such a joy. You guys are so fun. Definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like I said, I give away all of my best tips and strategies there for free. And do be sure to check out my latest masterclass training called Pivot into Online Profit. If you're interested in starting an online coaching business and you're not exactly sure how or where to get started, I teach free and low cost tools and strategies. So no capital needed, no email list needed, no tech know-how needed. That's my method. And that's what I share with you at pivotintoonlineprofit.com.
Wow. So we already learned, number 1, she's a mother. 2, well, wife, mother, you know how that goes. 3, she was in the military, so thank you for your service. 4, she does online marketing. 5, she has just dropped all these nuggets that you need to go pick up. And 6, we appreciate your time. So with that being said, this has been another episode of Resilient Love. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to all listeners and subscribers. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
Leave us a 5-star review on Apple so that we can continue sharing resilient love. Thanks for listening.